Welcome, Cancer, to your June 2025 forecast. And for you, what's going to be highlighted is going to be this new moon in your sign, Cancer. And that's going to occur on June 22nd. So that's going to highlight your spiritual guidance and soul alignment. And it's going to offer a powerful rebirth and fresh start in your identity and soul path. And you're being guided to ground yourself in divine purpose through your intuitive intention setting and self-love rituals. So let's see how you're feeling about this. We have the Two of Crystals here. So yeah, you may be deciding between a couple practices that you can explore and implement. You may also be deciding like what's for you, what's not for you, what you're going to leave behind, what no longer serves you. Like she's not even looking at that. That's no longer serving her. That's done. That's over with. She's looking at this new version of her that she's passionate about, that she feels fulfilled emotionally, physically. She feels balanced here. So this is you moving in that direction. Excuse me, and making those choices that help you to align with who you authentically are. Okay, so we also have this Knight of Diamonds, so that's the Knight of coins here. And so you are being really unwavering in your pursuit here of spiritual growth and development, which is wonderful. You also are being cautious and realistic and practical, looking at what you're moving towards. You're carefully deciding here of like what's coming and what's going here. We also have the Five of Diamonds here. So you may be focusing a little on the physical conditions and from a tangible perspective, 3D perspective, what you want to see, the outcomes that you want to have and experience, and that is in some way it's prohibiting you from moving forward and advancing on your path. So it's like you're very much focused down here in the 3D when your intuition and your higher self has information and knowledge and wisdom to share with you. Okay, so what else? So we have the Eight of Cups here as well. So yeah, you're definitely walking toward what fulfills you, and it may take you a little moment here. It may take you some time to work through that and to figure out what makes you feel fulfilled and content versus what doesn't. And then it may also take you a little bit of time, and this again is going to depend on the person, to actually let those things go and to turn yourself around and walk toward what is truly for you. Okay, so let's see, let's get some oracles here. So we have home. Yeah, you're just working your way back home to who you authentically are. And we have unstable here as well. So we know that this is potentially going to create a little bit of contrast for you, a little bit of challenge. So it may be difficult to let go of some old thoughts, behaviors, belief systems, traditions, in some cases even like values that just aren't aligned with your authentic self. And it's not who you are becoming. You're becoming a completely different person here. Okay, so let's look at some challenges that may come up here. So yeah, I mean, immediately we're seeing here, there may be some traditions, some values, some written text, some teachings that you're deciding just aren't for you and they don't align with you because you know the truth. You're becoming more and more of your authentic self, and in that process, the truth is being uncovered to you, and you're learning more and more about that versus what is just an illusion. And you may struggle with that a little bit here. So you may know some truths, you may come into some truths, you may find out about some truths, and you still be a little unsure, like, is this really how things are? Is this really how this works or not? You may also be a little hesitant to go on this journey because we see you moving and going in this direction, but it is natural that that may bring up some feelings of doubt, of fear, of lack, of unsurety and uncertainty. So All of those energies, those lower vibrational energies and frequencies, you have the option to subscribe to them, to take that on, to feed it, or not. So this is a new beginning, a new journey that's happening here, a new chapter that's opening. And you have to decide what's coming with you and how you're going to feel about that. So that's going to be the challenge for you. So we also have the Queen of Wands here. So you may struggle a little bit with becoming more self-aware, more self-conscious, more comfortable with who you are, more confident, like basking in your glow and your glory here. Just know that you are protected, and you're being guided here, and that you're being asked to trust in yourself and who you are. What else? So we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So you may be wanting to see some things happen for you before the universe is quite ready to provide it to you. So you may have decided, okay, these are my new strategies, these are my new thoughts, these are my new belief systems here, and you provide that to the universe, and then you're expecting it to show up right away. And that's not how things work here. Okay, so the universe is preparing, it's co-creating with you, it's working on all of these blessings and abundance to provide to you, and it's going to start to provide that to you, and you have to surrender and allow that, and be open to what you receive here. Even though it might not be exactly what you want, it's going to be exactly what you need though. Okay, and you have to trust in that, and you have to be grateful and appreciative for what you do receive. Okay, all right, so let's get an oracle here. So we have you embracing what you've learned and cherishing your experiences because they are divinely fated. I cannot make that up. I just said that. Like, look, you're getting exactly the right things for you, because this is all happening for you, not to you. And it's showing you more about who you are. We have don't stop living your life because of someone else. So if you are deciding that there's individuals here that aren't coming with you on this new journey, on this new beginning, then this is not the time to stop anything that you're doing. You're being guided to stay focused on your path and to keep taking inspired action towards your path, because you have this new opening, this new portal, this new chapter. But it doesn't matter if you're still looking in behind you, if you're still focused on the past, if you're still trying to drag someone or things or beliefs that aren't aligned and aren't going to fit in this new version of you, or with this new version of you. Okay, that's just going to make things a lot more difficult, and it's going to keep you stuck and stagnant. Okay, so let's look at some underlying fears. Okay, just letting go and surrendering. So you may struggle with that a little bit. Okay, also with letting go of things. So we've been talking about that this whole time here, and that is really coming up as a challenge for you. So just be aware of, and be aware that that is something that you're going to need to do to make progress. Okay, so we also have the Two of Swords here. Okay, so you may be fearing that you are making the wrong decision, or you're taking the wrong direction, or you may be fearing that the options that you do feel like you have aren't going to be fulfilling to you, or they're not going to be enough, or that you're going to still be desiring more, or you're lacking something here, depending on what direction you go down. Like, yeah, fulfillment is fulfillment. So if that is what you are working towards, and that is what you desire, you can trust in that and know that. So you need to trust that. You need to intend that, have that intention, and then also have that belief here. So it's totally up to you whether it's going to be for you or not. And if it's not, then adjust course. Adjust. Don't badger yourself. Don't beat yourself up thinking that you made the wrong choice or you took the wrong path. There is no wrong path. There is no wrong choice. It's just all about the experiencing the I don't want to say even consequences, because that kind of has a negative connotation to it, but it's about you having the experience based off the choices that you make. So there's no wrong or right within that, because you're learning either way. You are learning more and more about yourself, and you're becoming more aligned with your authentic self. So we have the sun here as well. So yeah, you may have a little bit of fears about just your overall happiness, and if it's possible, and if the path that you choose is going to lead to that. It's going to lead to that if you say it leads to that. If you say that, then so it is. Okay? So you have to stay strong. You have to keep the faith. You have to keep the hope and trust in the path that you're going, and that it is going to lead to success. And it absolutely will. What else do we have? Okay, so you may be struggling with giving up control and surrendering to the divine, and surrendering to the process, and just allowing life to flow through you. So yeah, it is a little tough here, giving up control. And you may need to address that as an underlying fear, because you may even be saying like, okay, I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to allow myself to be guided. I'm just going to look for those signs and synchronicities. And then there's this underlying fear that that's not the best thing for you, or that it's not going to work out if you do that, or you're going to miss something, or you're going to mess something up. And that is not true at all. You know it's not true. So tap into that energy of trust, of belief in yourself and in the universe. Okay. So let's look at some potential outcomes here. So we have the 3 of Pentacles here. So this is you raising your frequency and vibration, and gaining knowledge and wisdom as a part of these things that you're doing here, and you allowing yourself to push past your comfort zone and push past your fears and those feelings of lack and those lower vibrational energies. Pushing past that, staying on your path, staying true to the original reason why you came here, and trusting that these things will be resolved as you continue taking inspired action toward your true purpose. That's the key. That is the key, and that's what you're being guided to do here. And we see you doing that here. So these are some outcomes we're looking at. So that's wonderful. We also see the Knight of Cups here. Okay, so you feeling more passionate about your purpose and just in general in life. So that is also going to apply to relationships as well. So I know we're really focused on spiritual development and growth here, but that definitely came through as a message that there is opportunity to strengthen your relationships, strengthen those bonds. And this would be with soul family, so your life partner or friends, family, the community that aligns with you here. So you're doing more of what you love is what's going to occur here. So we have the 4 of Swords as well. So you're also going to get in some rest and relaxation. So I'm always promoting those self-care practices, and that aligns to what we said in the beginning about doing those self-love practices. So getting more of that meditation in, journaling, being creative, any ways that you like to be creative, you're being guided to do that. And for some of you, this is also going to include your family or your partner. And family is partner. I don't know why I always say those two things separately, but when I say family, I'm thinking and I'm visualizing like the children here. So either way, your entire family, your family unit here, there is some opportunity here to enjoy the time that you spend with them and do something fun and exciting. And if you don't have a family or you don't have a partner, do it for yourself. She's here alone by herself. And you may even find that, yeah, you do have a partner, you do have children, but you do want those times alone. You want to go take a bubble bath. You want to go on a walk in nature. You want to go sit out on the patio and drink your tea in peace. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with this and what you decide to do. What matters is that you do it. Okay? What else here? So we have the 2 of Wands. So we have wealth and prosperity coming towards you, blessings coming towards you. And you surrendering here is opening up a lot of opportunities. So this is even opportunities for like collaboration, partnership, new job offers, a raise, promotion. So this is all kinds of offers here. Okay, so it's not just about spiritual growth and development. You focusing on your spiritual growth and development is going to result in prosperity for you in any way that you desire it. I mean, I see the vision of the financial abundance coming through, but this really is going to be an apply to you how you see fit. But that option is there. Wonderful. Okay, so let's get a couple more oracles here. Okay, so we have two. So we see radical self-acceptance. So you're perceived the way that you perceive yourself. And that's really what we're talking about here as far as the energy and the frequency you're on, and you co-creating your reality with the universe. So you're always going to get just that mirror showing you of who you are and how you're feeling here. So also with this dancing, so dancing, moving your body, exercising, those may all be self-care practices to you, and they may make you feel good and feel joy. And if that is the case, do that. Absolutely do that. And if you're a little unsure, like you think like, maybe I would enjoy going dancing, go for it, experiment, try it. You know, this is embarrassing, but I used to, like as a teenager, I would record the music videos and then I would like dance to the music videos and like try to learn the routines and stuff. So, oh my goodness, like Mary J. Blige, I did her routines all the time, her backup dancer routines and stuff. So, yeah, that's a little embarrassing because I definitely have two left feet. I cannot dance at all. But, you know, I like dancing. I enjoyed it, and I wanted to figure out the routines and stuff like that. So, just taking us off on a little side note. So just, again, have fun with it. Be creative. Do what feels good to you. And that's what this is about. It's about the feeling, not what you're actually doing. Okay, what else? So we also have meditate and contemplate. So it is here, right here for you, that you may need to take that moment to have that rest and relaxation so that you can figure out what your next moves are. Okay, and you can allow those divine messages to come through to you and the divine to connect with you. So here it is again with that confirmation of like, yeah, definitely get those self-care practices in and look out for the signs and synchronicities that are occurring. Okay, Cancer, so those are the messages I have for you. Have a wonderful month. Enjoy. Take care, and we will talk soon.